Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the final game of a 3-game series between the Dodgers and the Athletics. Game 43, or 44, excuse me. And another dominant Dodger victory from really start to finish. Dodgers pulled away last night to make the final score a blowout. But tonight, this was just a blowout from start to finish. I mean, 19-2 Dodgers, my lord. The pitching was pretty good this series. Besides the first game, I thought games 2 and 3, the last two games, I thought we pitched really well tonight. Only 3 hits for the Oakland Athletics tonight. The Dodgers, they had 18 hits on their 19 runs. First game of the series, they did struggle offensively, but the last 2 games, they just mashed offensively. And it was just up and down the lineup as well. Up and down the lineup from Shohei Ohtani to Ha-Seong Kim. Ha-Seong Kim, man, he was absolutely fantastic. He is now hitting .429. He reached base 5 times tonight. He stole a base. He scored 4 runs. You can't send Ha-Seong Kim down. With the way he's playing right now, you absolutely cannot send him down. Because, Teoscar and Edman are going to be coming back soon. Somebody's going to have to get DFA'd. Somebody's going to have to get DFA'd. Because Ha-Seong Kim is not going back down to AAA. It might have to be Chris Taylor, because he has no value. If Austin Barnes gets DFA'd, none of these other guys that have been here for a while are safe. Chris Taylor has to. I would say Miguel Rojas, but at least he can actually be productive occasionally, get an occasional clutch hit, where Chris Taylor doesn't do that anymore. But Chris Taylor's going to be gone. He's going to get DFA'd. Because Ha-Seong Kim's not getting sent down. He's hitting now like .429, I think, like I said. He reached base all of his at-bats tonight. He was 3 for 3, 2 walks, 2 RBIs, 4 runs scored. He hit his first homer last night. He's been absolutely phenomenal since he's come up. And that's why I had been advocating for a while to bring up Ha-Seong Kim. And we're seeing the results. I think it was the right decision to have him start off at AAA. He just kept cooking, and it's translated to the big leagues now. He's been fantastic. Dalton Rushing got his first career start tonight. Remember, after they DFA'd Austin Barnes. Good night for Dalton Rushing in his debut. 2 for 4. He had a walk, scored 3 runs. A good first game from Dalton Rushing, and behind the plate. And he's got a good eye at the plate, man. He's got a good eye at the plate. And he got his first 2 hits. And I think they should keep Dalton Rushing up too. I'm going to be honest. Because even when Will Smith doesn't play, we can still have Dalton Rushing, a actual good backup, play. And I already like him even more because I think his walk-up song's Kid Cudi, so Dalton Rushing and Kim are going to make the Dodgers lineup just even more insane when Tommy Tanks and Teoscar come back. So, good game behind the plate, and a good hitting game from him. The whole offense really delivered, to be honest. And even better news, we ought to take Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman and Andy Paez out of this game early. That was the good news. And the other good news is, even though this was a bullpen game, we had 2 pitchers go 4 innings, so at least we didn't have to burn the bullpen like I thought we would have. But let's go over the offense here. 18 hits for 19 runs. We're going to have a lot to cover on that scoring summary. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 7 in the third to break this game open. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, and 3 in the 8th. And remind you, the A's actually had a 1-0 lead. Yes, they did. They scored 1 in the 1st, and then got a solo homer in the 2nd, but that was it. They got those 2 runs early, but that's all they got. 3 hits, 2 runs. Both those runs off Matt Sauer in 4 innings. So at least he covered 4 innings for us. But Dodgers with absolutely phenomenal offensive performance. The A's really got humbled these last 2 games after that 11-1 beating in the first game. Dodgers beat them in the next 2. Well, what did they score last night? 9 runs, 19. What's that? 28 to 5 these last 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. So they're absolutely phenomenal these last 2 games offensively, and the pitching was great. Let's go over the full lineup here. Shohei 2 for 5, 6 RBIs, had 2 homers, and a sacrifice fly. Mookie Betts 1 for 1, 2 walks, had an RBI, and scored 3 runs. Miguel Rojas pinch hitting, 1 for 3 and an RBI. Freddie Freeman 2 for 3, an RBI for Freddie. Kike 0 for 2 and a walk. How about Max Muncy? Is he back? 3 for 4, a walk, 4 RBIs, had I believe a 3-run homer, I think he did, and he had a sac fly for 4 runs, no doubt about it. Second night he's hit a no-doubt homer, and he had a sac fly as well and an RBI single. Is he back? Or no, it was a 2-run homer, I think. And he had a sac fly and an RBI single. Andy Paez 1 for 3, 3 RBIs, a 3-run homer from Andy. Man, I want to apologize, man, to Andy Paez. Calling him shit at the start of the season. But he's making an all-star campaign. If he continues to hit the way he is, he's going to get maybe some all-star consideration this season. Which, if you said that when he was cold, then I wouldn't have I would have said you're crazy. But this isn't some fluke. It's just crazy turnaround, man. He's been hitting well since that Cubs series. I was wrong about him after the start of the year, man. 9th best F4 in the National League, 139 WRC plus, the stolen bases, and most importantly, he's okay having some really caliber defense. The first 3 weeks, he was looking like one of the worst players in baseball. I mean, he base running, whatever, but his defense is way better than it was to start the season. Gladly say I'm wrong on that one. I'm glad I'm wrong, because that's one more player that teams have to worry about in our lineup. And Shohei homered. Man, people were talking about the start of the season how he was not performing well. Well, now he's tied for the most homers in baseball with 15. Tell you guys, just because really good players have cold starts to the season, they're going to heat up. Great players, they ain't going to stay down for long. And James Outman hit a home run. Dude, he turns into Barry Bonds. When the game's out of reach, he crushes home runs. But at least he had 2 hits, so everyone's freaking showed up, and I want to give a special shout to Justin Robleski, because he hasn't. When was the last time he pitched? When he gave up 8 runs against the Nationals? He goes 4 innings tonight, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, strikes out 4, 7 whiffs, and Dodgers desperately needed some innings and a good 4-inning outing. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself, because I'm sure that he's mailed it in, but dude has got good stuff when he throws strikes. And shout out to Sauer for giving 4 innings. Oh, and Justin Robleski gets a save for this as well. But good 4 innings from Sauer and Robleski when we desperately needed it. But let's get back to the offense. Finishing up, Chris Taylor was 0 for 3. Dude, he can't even get hits when the A's aren't even trying. How sad. He's going to get DFA'd. At some point, he's going to get DFA'd. I mean, I appreciate him, but Dude, this point in his career, he's washed. Like, I'm sorry. But, yeah, Conforto 1 for 5. At least he got a hit. Rushing, like I said, 2 for 1 a walk. Outman, 2 for 4 a walk. RBI, that solo homer, scored 3 runs. And then Ha-Seong Kim, 3 for 3, 2 walks, 2 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. Matt Sauer, 4 innings, 2 hits, 200 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Struggled early, but got into a rhythm after the early struggles. Anthony Bondo, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And Wrobleski, 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and strikes out 4. And Dodgers improved to a 29-15 record, and they take 2 out of 3. Now, I mean, that's a good series win. The A's are a sneaky young ball team. First game didn't go our way, but the next 2, Dodgers pulled away late last night. But this one was just an ass one from the start. But good 2 out of 3 win, improved to 29-15. To go to the Athletics side here, they dropped to 22-22, 3 hits for 2 runs, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, but that was it. By Langoliers and Schumann. Osvaldo Bido didn't have it tonight, man. 1.2 innings, 5 hits, 600 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He just didn't have it tonight, man. Really couldn't struggle to throw strikes, and when he did, he was getting crushed. Jason Alexander comes in. 2.1 innings, 7 hits, 9 earned runs, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout for Jason Alexander. No words. 9 runs. Mitch Spence. 3 innings, 2 hits, 100 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and they had a position player go an inning, 4 hits, 300 runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. He actually struck out Shohei Ohtani. So, it was actually 89 miles per hour pitch. So, hey, he got, at least the Athletic get some highlight out of it. Out of the night. But let's go over their offense here. Not really much to go over. Wilson 0 for 3 in a walk. He had that 4 for 4 game, but I thought the Dodgers done a much better job pitching to him. His last 2 games. Soderstrom 0 for 3 in a walk. Seth Brown 0 for 4. Why is this guy hitting third in the lineup again? He's hitting like 200. Rooker 0 for 3. Langoliers 2 for 3 in RBI. Butler, Urshela, and Kurtz 0 for 3 in Schumann. 1 for 2 walking an RBI on a solo homer. So let's go over the scoring summary. Top of the first, Langolier doubles, 1-0. Bottom of the first, Betts, Freeman singles, and Muncy with a 2-run homer, 3-1. Bottom first. Top of the second, Schumann homers, 3-2. But then bottom of the second, Ohtani sack fly, Betts single, Muncy single, 6-2 there after the second. Bottom of the third, Ha-Seong Kim singles, Ohtani 3-run homer, and Pages 3-run homer. So 13-2 there. Bottom of the fourth, Ohtani homers again to make it 15-2. Outman bottom of the sixth, 16-2 in the bottom of the eighth. Kim ground rule double, Rojas single, and a Muncy sack fly to end the scoring, 19-2. So Dodgers take 2 out of 3 here against the the Athletics, just the Athletics. So they will now take on the Los Angeles Angels in a 3-game set, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So let's go over the pitching matchups. It'll be Jack Kochanowicz for the Angels against Dustin May in Game 1. Obviously, it's at Dodger Stadium. Saturday, Tyler Anderson, former Dodger there, miss old Tyler Anderson. Miss him in L.A. Clayton Kershaw making his season debut, his return here at Dodger Stadium for Game 2 against the former Dodger Tyler Anderson. And final game of this 3-game set before they continue at home next week, starting Monday against the D-backs. I think for 3 games it'll be Yusei Kikuchi and Tony Gonsolin. So those are pitching matchups against the Angels. So yeah, Dodgers take 2 out of 3 here against the Athletics, and they will play the Angels 10-10 tomorrow, 10-10, 9-10, and 4-10. The game times for those 3 games. But that's all to say. Peace. Go Dodgers.